110 is Abdullah Al-Rawahi, C115.
At the kart draw, we have our race director for the tournament, Nigel Edwards, here with us. Hi, Nigel.
Hi.
Would you be able to take us through exactly what's happening here?
Yeah, of course. What's happening at the moment, over here we've got a draw going on for the karts, which are done by lottery basically. So it's a random draw by each driver who's in the championship. We're actually this year doing it on barcoding. So on their paddock pass here, they'll have a barcode. On the barcode that's read here by the computer system, automatically bring up their name and the class that they're racing in. And then one of these karts here, which happens to be the Birrell chassis that we're using in the junior class, one of these chassis here will be collected by the driver. When the karts come in on the track, we can make sure people are not switching tyres, using something they shouldn't be doing, make sure the engine is allocated to them. So it's pretty foolproof and actually, I think, a great step forward.
Next is component collection.
After the raffle, they get the toolbox, rack cleaner, they get key ratio, and I will make the registration now that they got everything.
With kart and kit, it's then off to the pit bays to assemble and customise. All karts are supplied by the chassis manufacturers.
Each team will have their own setup for the kart, so we just basically go over that and put our own setup on. Normally the setup that you get from the manufacturer is pretty good, but just to be sure that you've got it right.
What we brought here for this race meeting is the very latest new 2012 model chassis. And of course we have been testing a lot this year before producing it for this special event.
For me it's really important that we are present this kind of race to do the World Final Rotax in Adelaide.
While the team crews customise, the driver's race gear is then taken to the scrutineer. Okay, so morning guys, all ready for scrutineering? All drivers pass through this bay. If their kit is not up to spec, they will be turned away. So feeling confident, you've had everything checked. What's the next stage? So you're going to go back to the garage now. What are you going to do now?
Make sure that the car is in tip-top performance. We have these things out of our way now. It's all about racing and karting.
Team UAE has competed since 2005. They qualified for the Grand Finals the same year in Malaysia. All 11 members are represented here.
We did train since the beginning of August every weekend. We were here training like crazy. So we did the maximum we could do with the resources we have. So we're ready for the challenge.
I'm happy with my performance. It's my hometown circuit.
This is my second World Final. My first was in 2010 in Italy, and this is the second one. And I want to do my country proud.
So, massive congratulations to you, the drivers, to the mechanics, the friends and family for getting this far. I hope you have a very successful week and you all manage to get through to Saturday's finals. But regardless of how the results go, I really hope that Ain Raceway gives you a week to remember. Thank you very much, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you at the circuit.
Oh, man, brother taking them off. Here we go, who's going to win it? Oh, Frost on their own, taking the lead here.
Daily drivers' briefings led by the race director sets the agenda for the day ahead.
Just to let you know how the operation runs, 3 stewards as per normal CIK. The chairman of the panel is Ian Watson, Matthew Norman from the UAE and Roger Sheffield from Great Britain. They're the 3
With
guys.
the agenda set, drivers receive a timing device or transponder which is attached to the kart. This then relays information back to race control. As the drivers leave their pit bays, before joining the circuit, they need to have their karts checked and scanned before moving on into the service park to collect their fuel and tyres. Drivers' fuel tanks hold 8 litres and teams request the amount of fuel they receive dependent upon the overall weight of the kart and driver. Practice is the first time drivers go wheel to wheel on the circuit. In qualifying heats, the competition between drivers really hots up. Incidents inevitably occur. Nigel Edwards, the race director, is the arbiter.
My style would be, and if people know me, firm and fair is how I try to play the game. If something serious maybe happens with some careless driving, shall we say, for want of a better way of putting it, or drivers being too over-aggressive or blocking or things like that, potentially the penalty will be issued through myself to the stewards.
Race Control, the hub of race monitoring, provides stewards with information they need to make important race decisions.
11 cameras feed back into a central processor upstairs in the timing room, and they can have an incident identified to them from the trackside staff. They can then go back, replay that video and look into whatever may be there. When they found something that I think is of interest, then we'll wander upstairs and take a look at it.
So I imagine if you saw something that you think would be of interest to the stewards, you could hit the button on that camera, print it out, it's got a timestamp, and you hand it over.
Can print